Alright, speedrunning stuff because I have nothing better to do. So, in light of Ember Heirloom, I wanted to look at Ember builds because Ember is really cool, and I think the fashion frame that's going to come with it is going to be incredible when Heirloom drops on TennoCon. So, the main thing about this is going to require 2 Archon Emerald Archon shards. Now, there's a viral build which I will look into afterwards, which will be better after Jade Shadows with the armor changes. However, for now we're just going to look at this, and I'll go over the viral build at the end. However, it's going to perform a little worse. However, that performance will dramatically increase with the armor changes. So, this is the build. It is shield gate, so if you don't feel comfortable with that, you can cry about it. Or you can use, like, I don't know, you can substitute it for, like, adaptation, vitality, and hope you have healing from a method that's sufficient enough. And then you also probably want to run, I don't know, some other form of damage reduction or healing. But this is the main build. We have a lot of power strength, but of course we also get a lot of power strength from our passive, which is very broken, very busted. There is multi-augmented. If you want to, with the new arcane, there's going to be a new arcane that increases your ability strength and duration whenever you freeze an enemy. So you can bring a cold primer for that. However, we're going to be looking at a primary weapon and a melee weapon build. The subsume is going to be roar. This is going to be a fat, meaty damage bonus for our lovely heat procs. This is going to be heat inherit build, which is why we have Fireball Frenzy. This is one of the most underrated, underused mods I've ever seen. It is incredibly broken with the nature of heat inherit because it just gets so much base damage for your heat procs. This is going to be the main weapon of choice. It's the Boar Prime Incarnon. These are the Incarnon evolutions. These are just what I use, but you can use whatever you want. This is kind of mandatory though, Elemental Balance. This will give you a metric fuck ton of status chance, just given the nature of how it transfers from status chance on a shotgun to a beam. So it gives it a really weird number of status chance. This is the build. Now obviously it can get better. I need to max out this, I need to max out that. Maybe a former here, former there. I believe there is a galvanized mod which does increase beam length and fall off if you want to use that. It's going to require a lot more forma though, which I do not have nor want to invest. We're not really going for crit here. This is just for a third status effect for galvanized savvy, but also for if you have a companion that has a precept or manifold bond that you want to reduce cooldown of, this just helps you get there. Because you lose IPS on Incarnon transformation. So we need to have 3 status effects. Also, this does give an increased damage to the Whispers in the Walls faction. So, yeah, there's that. The second weapon which we're going to be going over is the Quorum. Now, the Quorum is really special in that you can run melee influence and yet not have electric. Now, why is that? The Quorum has a unique ability where if you do a right-click block combo, you jab the ground, and as you can see there in the top right corner, we do have melee influence because this just activates it. Now, of course, you can't refresh it, and keeping it up 100% of the time is quite dangerous, which is why we have rolling guard. That way you can roll, get the animation off because it is quite long, and of course you can use whatever other methods you want to stay alive for that. That's why the Quorum is a weapon of choice. You can also use other things that have guaranteed electric procs, like the Oma, the Prova Vandal. I think the Plasma Sword also has a guaranteed electric proc. But it's going to be the build. You want lots of status chance. Of course, Bane. Tons of heat damage. Range. Attack speed for quality of life. Although, if you're using a faster weapon, or you don't intend to do normal, like just, your normal hold E combo, then you can opt out of this. I'm not sure how much damage Boreal's Contempt will do. Because I don't know, I need to look at the wiki for this, but this is an option if you want to mess around with it. I have not done too much testing with this. I don't know how much more powerful it is. If you want to, you can use the Grimoire for, like I said, that cold primer. You just need the mod of weird, but also you can use it for the invocations or canticles. I don't have any of them, really. I got this one from the Dropbox, so you can do that. Companion is normally up to you, whatever you want. If you do run Manifold Bond, you can have that third status proc for that now. However, I'm running the Panzer Phyla for viral procs since we're not getting them elsewhere. Standard Panzer Phyla build. There is 2 open slots for other Bond mods if you want to use them. Very important to note: do not use the whatchamacallit, the evolution. It's not worth it. It puts you on a forced 30-second cooldown that you cannot reduce it by. Not to mention, like, Metapeg Kit also automatically takes it down to 45, which is just 15 seconds off. Then you can use other bonds to reduce that cooldown. So there really is no reason to use Panzer Evolution anymore. But yeah, Viral Quills, Symbiosis, Radar, Vacuum, Pack Leader, just to keep it alive a little bit longer. Overguard does wonders because of the new Overguard gate. Keep it up a lot more. So I'm just gonna do a quick AI off demonstration. This is, by the way, this is not with full power. Fireball, Roar. So you do have Immolation and Fire Blast. Fire Blast is going to be the shield gate option. Immolation is, I don't know, it's just there. You can have it active. I don't think it works with the channeled ability effects. So don't use it for that because it needs to be active power drain. So I'm just going to start going at it. So after they get full stripped, they just die. 1.6 million heat proc, 2.4 million heat proc, 3 million, 5 million. So you can get incredibly high heat proc damages with this. Now I'm gonna use the Quorum. Now melee influence should have a similar effect. I could trigger it. There it is. So we're gonna spread tons of corrosive, tons of heat. And then once they all full strip, they all just die. Just like that. Now that we have melee influence... Oh, I might run out, but whatever. Gotta wait for it to go away. Okay. Lost Fireball Frenzy. Gonna recast. Melee influence. And they all die. Just like that. Beautiful. So I'm gonna turn the AA on just to show you how the... shield gate works. Now you can't turn on Immolation, it doesn't really matter. Just spam Fire Blast. It not only CCs them, but you also have Rolling Guard for that, and you can use your weapon to come back and just finish them off. Now, do remember that with the nature of how Heat Inherit works, you do want to tag them with your weapon first, otherwise you lose all the heat damage. So I kind of messed up there. I hit them with Immolation or Fire Blast first before damaging them. So I'm just gonna build up some Carnon charge. Oh, we're gonna turn my AI. Fireball Frenzy, Roar, off. Just keep you alive. Now these enemies are much higher than anything you see on Base Steel Path. I would say these are equivalent to maybe levels 300, 400, if not higher, of the regular heavy gunners. So, yeah. You can mix and match with this build too. Like I said, this does rely on Emerald Archon shards. If you choose not to use Emerald Archon shards, you can go for this viral build. Now, same thing, really, basically same mods, just that we have a little different weighting, although you can mess around with it. But we don't need as much viral. Technically, I'm not entirely sure, but it might make more sense to run fully upgraded versions of these. Can they get more status chance? You know what? Let's try that. Just a reminder, by the way, if you do have Shotgun Vendetta, please use this. This gives a final multiplicative damage bonus for your heat damage, for your beam weapons, and for your heat procs. Also, the reload speed is immensely powerful when doing Incarnate transformations. Because the reload speed on the Boar Prime is quite low. They got rid of it in this menu. I don't know where it is anymore, but whatever. Oh, I am using Moderate just for a little bit more power strength, but not entirely necessary. Um, just to keep up Void Strike for whatchamacallit, so you can kill acolytes very easily. Power transfer, casting speed is always going to be useful when it comes to shield gates. Sling strength, because just more strength. Although it's not necessary because you already just do so much damage after full stripping. However, this is going to be not full strip. This is going to be the viral build. If you do use the viral build, what you can do is you can use your Fire Blast as a armor ship option. You might see lots of damage there. But yeah, this can be a lot longer, by the way. You see right there, the Fire Blast really kicks in, because a lot of them. Million damage. Just kills. So yeah, that is a quick weapons platform Ember Prime build in light of the Heirloom collection. I'm sure Fashion Frame is going to go kind of crazy with it. But yeah, that is it. Thank you for watching. And again, if you want to use a secondary like Epitaph for the new Arcane, those will give you, I think, Force proc guaranteed electric, or sorry, cold. In which case you can just build that up easily, more strength. Companion's always up to you. Anyways, have a good one. Thank you, and bye-bye.